What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another episode of MUT Mailbag, a weekly series here on YouTube where I answer all of your community questions regarding Madden 20, Madden 20 Ultimate Team. And once again, man, thank you guys for submitting so many questions. We put out a post earlier today. I think we have almost 40 submissions once again. This series will continue to go as long as you guys wanted to. Anytime you got an abundance of questions like you guys did today, we'll drop an episode. We might even do another one this weekend. Who knows? A lot of news regarding, Madden versus 2K. So I'm sure there's going to be some questions in there. Let's get right on into them. Now, for whatever reason, YouTube, they used to allow me to sort by the oldest comments, and now they only give me top comments or newest. And I kind of want to, get to the questions that the people who ask the questions first are there. So we're going to sort by top this time. So if you guys ever see, a question that you really like, make sure you upvote it. Click that little thumbs up. That'll kind of push it towards the top for future episodes. So here we go. Do you think EA will let XFL players that are in Ultimate Team be golden tickets? I really like to see a 99 Phillip PJ Walker or Cardell Jones. I think as long as EA has rights to them, they can go into the game, but I don't know if like PJ Walker or Cardell Jones have cards right now. I'm not sure. I would lean towards probably not. If I just had to take a guess, I would say probably not, but I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of legal stuff that I have no idea about. If Ultimate Team becomes cross-platform next year, or in the next few years, would this help or hurt the auction house? I don't know, but I would love to see it. It seems like a lot of games, Call of Duty Warzone came out today, cross-platform, huge success so far. Speaking of, I'm going to be streaming that later tonight, so come check me out on Twitch if you guys want to see that. But I don't know. I feel like the auction house would be super flooded, and I don't know how many of you played like Madden Mobile before, or even the NBA Live mobile version. The way the auction house works there, it's kind of like no matter what you search for, you're not seeing all the results, and like the auction house would refresh every 5 or 10 minutes, and it kind of became a weird way to snipe cards, but a consistent way, and I wouldn't like that. So cross-platform for playing against each other would be awesome, but I would not like a cross-platform auction house. It would just be too saturated, oversaturated. Do you think Ultimate Team will ever go back to no set positions? I miss the days of MUT 15-16 where wide receivers at tight end, DTs at linebacker, safety, etc. I would say no, but I think we'll probably see more alternate position kind of availability next year. So there's like a set list of guys who can go to alternate positions. I think they'll probably expand on that going forward. I would also love to see just eliminate the whole, like if you put a left outside linebacker, a right outside linebacker, or a left end at right end, eliminate the taking away of their chems and abilities and all that, whatever. That should just be built like default in the game. You should be able to put a free safety at strong safety. Now, like wide receivers at tight ends, that starts to get a little cheesy, and it upsets people when you're playing, games. I know there's ways to kind of manipulate stuff like that within the game, but I don't think we'll see things like wide receivers at tight ends. But I would love to see, a left end be able to go to a right end with no penalty and no like needing to power up the card or anything like that. I feel like that should be a simple fix, but I've said it before, I'm not a game programmer. With coin and card buying slowly getting more and more out of hand, you see Madden going the direction of FIFA with set prices in the auction house for cards. Simple, silver card can't go above 5k coins. Maybe, I'm not familiar with what FIFA does, but honestly I don't know. I know there's like a whole like ghost thing where if you're an account that's bought like higher overall cards for really large, lower overall cards for really large amounts of coins, at some point they have a way to change your account to where you can't even see things like that to buy. So I don't know. It seems like maybe that method's working for them. I know they send out a lot of bans. A wave of bans, I guess, went out today. A lot of people for transferring coins and buying and selling coins. So I feel like what they're doing right now probably works for them. Could they change it? Absolutely, but I'm not sure. Is it worth it to get my first Coach Madden at this time of the year, or should I spend my 1,000 competitive currency on touchdown packs? I would not spend it on touchdown packs unless you're going to take the coins. Take the coins for sure if you do that, because it's guaranteed profit. To me, buying the first 2 Coach Madden slots are absolutely worth it, because I would go with Madden Pass Defense Tier 1 and Tier 2. That's going to boost your entire team's zone and man coverage. And me personally, I feel that's really, really important. So Here's the thing. If you can only get one collectible, did it take you from kind of launch until now to get 1,000 trophies? Then I wouldn't do it. If it's maybe just because you haven't been grinding for trophies, then go for it. But I would try to aim to get 2 collectibles. But if you think it's going to take you 5, 4, 3 months to get another 1,000, then don't do it. Probably take the touchdown packs and take the coins off of those touchdown packs. I think they're, what, 65K each? How much do you think Burrow will go for when he gets a card? And you think there's any shot that they do rookie cards and power-ups? It's too hard to predict a price like that, but I'm sure there will be a draft promo. I'm no college football expert, but I'm pretty sure Burrow's going to go number 1. I don't think he's going to have like the speed that we saw like a Kyler Murray have last year. He'll kind of be a hybrid quarterback, I would assume, with solid speed, but it really depends on his ratings. I don't think even at a 99 overall at that time in the year, I don't think you see it go for maybe more than 300K at max. When can I quick sell my rookie premieres? You should be able to do that today. I was able to quick sell mine. I quick sold 9 out of the 10 that I have. Nick Bosa still in my lineup is like a backup for chemistry purposes. But today you should be able to quick sell any rookie premieres. I think I earned for everybody but Nick Bosa, I think I got somewhere around like 57,000 training. So that's not bad. I think in totality, if you had all 10 and you quick sell all 10, it's somewhere around like 70,000 training. So that's not bad at this point. I'll be saving it for the next promo, whatever that is, whether it's free agency or something else. 99 and 98 power-up pass in Series 6. I want 99 Mahomes. Sorry for all the questions. Yeah, I would expect that the next series, which I don't know when it's going to be, I think I saw some questions about that'll probably be coming up. The 99 overall one, I would save that, to be honest. I mean, yeah, you could use it on Mahomes, but there's probably going to be so many other better cards. 98 power-up pass, obviously right now the move is probably Night Train Lane or Lamar Jackson, but I would expect Series 6, 98 power-up pass for sure. 99 might not be till Series 7, but what feels like we're getting towards the end of the MUT cycle, so they might just go ahead and unleash it to us. Should I take abilities off my 95 running back and put it on another receiver? I have 95 Aaron Rodgers and Devin Hester is my X Factor, as well as Walter Payton. Do I put abilities on 97 Allen Robinson? Me personally like to go no ability on my running back. So me personally, I'm going to say yes. Now, having it on Allen Robinson, I don't know what abilities he can get. So that's kind of dependent on that. But if you feel like your run game is, like, I'm able to juke people without needing, jukebox and evasive and all that stuff. I feel like my 6 skills at that part of the game are pretty solid. If you feel confident in your running game, go for it. Or just give it a try. You got nothing to lose, right? Give it a try. Play 10, 15 games. If you feel like the having that extra one on the wide receiver is beneficial, then go ahead and keep it. If not, you can always go back. You're going to have to eat that, like 10%. But the good thing about this year is you can refund stuff like that and get 90% of your training back. And training's so cheap right now, it's probably worth just taking a risk and seeing if you like it. If I were to get a golden ticket, how upset would you be if I chose Jalen Mills? The Green Goblin is one of my favorites because of the diehard attitude of Philly. Oh, I wouldn't be mad at all. I'm a big Jalen Mills fan. Yeah, he gets burned a couple times, but dude plays hard. Sometimes he waves his finger a little when he doesn't even do anything good. But I'm a Jalen Mills fan. Unfortunately, I think he's out of here. I don't think he resigns with us. But listen, Eagles fans, tonight, golden ticket solos. I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern time. If any Eagles fans are listening out there and you pull a golden ticket, we need a cornerback. I don't care who it is, because they're going to be a 99 overall, so I would not be mad at all. Jalen Mills, golden ticket, I'm here for it. I'd definitely pick it up. I noticed that in Weekend League, I struggle against players with theme teams. Does team chems have that much effect on players? I mean, it certainly helps. I would say a God Squad versus a theme team, the God Squad's got the advantage. There's only a few theme teams out there. Off the top of my head, I know the Steelers, 49ers for sure, that are super duper good, but I don't think team chems are I don't think they have that much effect. Maybe that's just in your head. Again, God Squad versus theme team. God Squad's winning. I guess it also depends on what your team overall is kind of versus, what your opponents are. Because there's some theme teams out there that are like 97 overall, which is really, really solid. at this point in the year. Tips on how to stay competitive with expensive teams in Weekend League as a low budget team. I mean, honestly, you got to just like run meta stuff. You got to run stretch, learn dime 1-4-6, learn that new run defense that's out there out of the nickel 2-4-5. I think it's in some other formations as well. It's starting to kind of appear out there. Honestly, I know some people are against this, but go on YouTube and search, defenses, offenses on YouTube, learn some plays. You're going to have to learn how to make reads, but that's, you got to run the meta to keep up with everybody if you have a weaker team overall. Because to be honest, I have a really good team and I still get beat by people who have lower overalls than me because they're just a better player than me and they know, the meta. So that's kind of something you're going to have to aim for. If I got a golden ticket, should I make Clowney for the memes? I feel like Clowney would probably be a popular name. I'm still kind of waiting for him to get a new card. I think he's a free agent. So maybe they're kind of saving him for a free agent promo because he's going to obviously sign somewhere. But yeah, no problems with making Clowney. He'd be a beast of a card. Do you know the exact defense at what's stopping the run this weekend? It's nickel 2-4-5. I don't know the play off the top of my head. It's something like it's a blitz where the cornerback blitzes out of nickel 2-4-5 out of the Bears defensive. But you'll have to, just look up BAM run defense on YouTube, and I think that's where you'll probably find it. What abilities do you like on your linebackers? Also, DRC if I get a golden ticket. Yes, I'm with it. Linebacker for me. So I have abilities. The only linebacker I have abilities on right now is Patrick Willis. I believe I have Enforcer, Lurker, and I don't know which other one. I think like no outsiders to stop outside runs because of stretch being so popular. Enforcer feels like nerf to me now. I don't often get fumbles anymore. So that's something I might reassess. One thing I'm kind of waiting for right now is as soon as LT gets his Ultimate Legend, I'm putting him back as an X Factor, putting those crazy pass rush abilities on him, and probably going to downgrade or take my abilities off of Willis. So Lurker is probably the best one, especially if you like to use her. That's what I would go with. Do you think the MVP players that don't have power-ups will get them soon, or is EA done making up power-ups? I don't think they're done. Kralo hinted at a bunch of content next week. I hope that's something they're working on. I really hope that we see all of those 97s from the Theme Builder 2 promo get power-ups. Especially, I'm being selfish here, but Jordan Hicks, Jordan Poyer, because we need those Eagles Steam Team players. Hopefully they do. Will they? I don't know. I think if I had to predict, gun to my head, I think they'll give some of them power-ups, but not all of them. New to MUT, been playing Madden since it first came out. Do you think all NFL 100 players will see upgrades? Absolutely. We're starting to see some of them now with like Dion and Eric Dickerson. I'm sure all of them will, especially the legends. Maybe not like a Tom Brady, but I'm probably wrong there as well. But yeah, I would say 99% of them will probably get upgrades for those who haven't yet. Pop, how do I play Madden on the remote app? Do you have to be in the house on the PF4, same Wi-Fi? Okay, so it's hard for me to really explain all of this without doing a tutorial, but the remote play app is what he's asking about. There's two different remote play apps. This is strictly for PS4, sorry Xbox users. There is a app called RPlay. It costs $11. It's a one-time fee. It's absolutely worth it. With this app, you'll have to maybe, do some port forwarding on your router, and you may have to contact them. Their tech support, but their tech support's really good. I am able to connect to my PS4 while being on LTE outside of my home, or being on Wi-Fi at work, or even like Wi-Fi at a hotel or a mall. I can still connect to my PS4 from it. Also, and it can be, like I said, any Wi-Fi network. It can also be LTE with no Wi-Fi. There also is a free app, the PlayStation Remote app, that's totally free. This is on iOS. That app you can use also outside of the home, but you have to be on Wi-Fi, so it doesn't work on LTE. But again, with that one, It's free, and you can connect to it outside of your home on any Wi-Fi. So those are kind of both the two. I would, look up some tutorials on YouTube, but RPlay to me is better because you can use it on LTE. So like if you're traveling or something, but you also don't have Wi-Fi available, you can still connect. And to me, the connection's pretty good. As long as your connection at home is pretty solid, you probably want to have it on, like a hardwired connection. Mamba Mentality, yes, you do have a lot of questions. Feel free to, I'm glad to answer them though. You think maybe we get Series 6 next Friday and free agency? I don't think we'll see Series 6 until probably the end of March. That's my guess. What do you think will be the biggest innovation in Madden 21? I'm going to go out and guess that there'll be some type of like expansion to the Superstar career mode. I know that's not a MUT question. But I think they'll probably take it a step further and kind of try to do what 2K does with maybe the park and stuff like that, but with their kind of single player storyline mode. That's going to be my guess. Would you rather the market always high or always low? Either you can buy every card for cheap or everything has its value. What's the best method for training? So I'll answer the second question first. A couple days ago, we put out a video for training, just the cheapest way to buy it. There's really no way to like flip stuff and make free training right now because the reroll packs just have not been good as far as a training standpoint. They haven't been good for a while now, probably not since like Harvest or maybe the Halloween promo, somewhere around there. It's been a while. I think they smartened up and realized that we're pretty good at math. Some of us are pretty good at math and know how to make training for really, really cheap, and I think they smartened up on that. Honestly, a more expensive market is kind of better because it's, of course cards are going to be expensive, but when everything's so low, that's when we start to get to the point where we see all the same people with the same teams, and it gets annoying. So if I had to pick high or low, I would say high, but I think the market right now is at a good place. It's solid. Give me 3 things you don't like about Madden 20. So off the top of my head, dropped interceptions is number 1, 2, and 3. If you just told me to pick one, or told me to pick 3. I wish I could put that as all 3. Dropped interceptions drive me insane. I would say the aggressive catching right now, and I think that almost goes hand in hand with dropped interceptions because somebody can make just a terrible read and throw it up, and somehow the wide receiver just out-animates the defense no matter how many people are around. So that's kind of like 1A and 1B. I would say the fact that like jukebox, just the running jukes and whatnot, I think are a little bit overpowered. I would love to see those toned down or even eliminated. I don't think they will eliminate them. And then number 3, I think, is just overall the pursuit angles. I talked about this earlier with me being able to run without abilities on my running back. It's because you can take advantage of the pursuit angles. If you know how to just make the slightest moves, you can juke the CPU out without a juke move, and it's because there's just really bad pursuit angles, and I think that's why the run game is just so good and so dominant this year. So I'd say dropped interception / aggressive catching, the just juking and over like evasive jukebox is just too OP, and then pursuit angles in the run game would be those 3. Most of the players from the original Theme Diamonds have gotten upgrades, only a few haven't. Do you expect we will see upgrades for players like Deuce McAllister, Merton Hanks in the UL promo? Probably, or they'll get some type of random upgrade. EA has to pay these legends for their rights, so I would say they're probably going to try to put out multiple cards for these guys to kind of feel like their investment has cash in. So I think as long as we have weeks in the MUT 20 cycle, we're going to go ahead and see legends, whether they're, the guys we really want or some of these guys who are reused from the first Theme Diamond. If you pull a golden ticket and you want to make Vita Vea with good speed, couldn't you just change his archetype to elusive, because aren't elusive backs ratings determined on their speed? I'm not really sure how they're going to do this. With that one, I think that they kind of said they're going to handle the ratings. The archetype is probably only going to dictate like their abilities and X factors. Do you think they will keep Superstar X factors in Madden 21? Absolutely. It's a selling point. It's a back of the box feature. I hope that they're tuned. I hope that maybe some of them get eliminated, but abilities and X factors, they're not going anywhere. Will Aaron Donald get another card? Yes. Do you think the Rookie Premier Quick Sell will bring the training market down? No. Besides free agent promo and draft promo, do you think a 3 million coin stack will last through this Madden with flipping cards minimally. Maybe, but the fact that golden tickets are coming out, those are going to be the most sought after cards. We still got positional heroes. I would say 3 mil's a good coin count, but like I have 5 mil and I don't really feel safe with that, knowing that those golden tickets are probably right around the corner. So I would say keep grinding as much as you can, flip those cards as much as you can, because when you see all those golden tickets, I don't know what the prices are going to be like, but I would want to have coins for those. So that's it. I answered as many questions as I could. Thank you guys all for submitting them. If I did not get to your question, don't be discouraged. We'll be doing another episode probably pretty soon, considering there's going to be a lack of content. So, yeah, that's all I got, man. Thank you guys for watching again. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.